Face recognition in shops here in the UK. I've just been reading through this very interesting article, which I'm going to link below this video. So I've taken a brief summary, what lies within the article. So we're just going to get on with it. As preppers, we do need to be made aware of this. So I'd appreciate it if you shared this video. The more people see this and take precautions, etc., the better as we move forward through this crazy time. So apparently the Home Office is actively encouraging police forces in the UK to make use of live facial recognition technology for routine law enforcement. So now UK retailers are now using this technology to monitor its customers. This is now going on in the EU as well. Okay, so the Minister for Policing, Mr. Chris Philip, had a closed-door meeting with Simon Gordon. Who knows who Simon Gordon is? Well, he is the founder of a company called FaceWatch. Okay, so this was back in March this year. So we're already in August. All right, so we're talking LFR, live facial recognition. So that technology is being linked to databases globally. Okay. Apparently, what this does is this scans the faces of people as they enter the store. Okay. This technology, basically, some of you have probably been aware of this anyway, especially from 2020. Okay. This has been trialled for years now and is on the brink of being commonplace very soon. They are using the excuse of subject of interest. Okay, so we're thinking about shoplifters, etc., and protecting the staff and employees, customers, and the stock within their stores. There has been an explosion of shoplifting, mainly down to the cost of living crisis. Now, I know lots of people in the comments are going to be familiar with the problem, reaction, solution, and never let a crisis go to waste. Keep those two things in mind as we listen through this information. So far, over 400 UK retailers, including Co-op, Spar, and Sports Direct, already have FaceWatch cameras in those stores. The UK police have been using this for years now. In places like the Notting Hill Carnival, the protests, especially the ones we saw back in 2020 in London, concerts, and indeed places like Oxford Street, etc. Indeed, there are many more others. Now listen to this. Who is familiar with the areas in London? Okay, King's Cross Complex. Okay, many of us have been there. I've been there myself. This technology is used to monitor pedestrians crossing Granary Square. A company called Argent, the developer and asset manager, ran data through a database supplied by the Metropolitan Police Service to check for matches of biometric data from suspects they are tracking and tracing. Okay, the UK has over 6 million surveillance cameras, but that was back in 2019. How many more cameras do you think have been installed since 2019? I suspect many more. So that figure could literally go through the roof. As yet, we just don't know the facts about how many cameras there are in the UK. Police body cameras. So most of us guys have seen like videos or stuff like that on YouTube and social media with police with those little tiny cameras. Sometimes they're yellow so they can be seen. Okay, and I've personally seen this in Tesco. When I go to Tesco's and I go to the counter where the cigarettes are, where the scratch cards are, they used to wear them on their person, but I used to talk about them to say, what right have you got filming me with that camera? And do you know what they said? It's for our protection. So you're going to be hearing this more and more as a reasoning stroke excuse for the wearing of these body cameras outside of the police forces here in the UK. So do you know what they do now? They get this device and put it on the counter facing outwards. And every time I get there, I just switch the thing around looking back at where all the cigarettes are. It's just the thing that I do because I fundamentally disagree with my facial recognition characteristics being recorded shared through a database, and who knows who, what, why and where they are going to be using that information. Okay, as yet you could literally take your pick as to what they do with that information. Okay, so over 7 months there have been 13 deployments with hundreds of police officers using LFR body cameras, and they have scanned over 500,000 faces of unsuspecting members of the public here in the UK, and guess how many arrests have been made using that software? 3. Yes, over 500,000 faces have been scanned, biometric data has been taken from us without our consent, and they have just produced 3 arrests from all of that data. Okay, so we're really thinking deep diving now, because when you think about it, eventually this technology will be entirely controlled by AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, so you are literally looking at computer says no. There's no humans to rationalize each incidence about crimes and all of that sort of stuff. Okay, so what fears do we have over this? Hacking and biometric data being used is very, very real. Okay, there are hacking groups, multiple hacking groups all around the planet, and just imagine, just think, if that system database got hacked into, what could happen to all of that biometric data? Okay, already we are thinking about deep fakes, and yes, that is very, very real. What the members of the public are seeing, it's far more effective than what we are being told. Okay, you could literally put someone's face on someone else doing something, and it really does look genuine. Don't forget, the stuff that we are privy to publicly, no, it's way more advanced than that, and you can easily call it out. Oh, that's fake, that's CGI. Okay, so they want us to believe that that is the case, but the truth of the matter is, the technology that they are privy to is way, way more advanced than you or I probably realize. Okay, so there are fundamental flaws within privacy here in the UK, and indeed I suspect this is going on in Europe. Now, there is like an artificial intelligence bill in Europe saying that they're thinking of stopping this mass surveillance. As yet, we really don't know until we do some deep diving into that. And I suspect that this sort of thing is going on in the United States of America too. So it does appear that Europe, the UK and the US are literally sleepwalking into that really crazy dystopian nightmare, which we already know about, what is happening in China. Okay, so connect the dots. Okay, social credit system. You're a good boy or a bad boy. You win points, you lose points. Okay, that is going to come into compliance with already rolling down the road with the UK digital ID and also the central bank digital currency as well. Once all of those 3 things are law and they've gone through and they will be linked, that will fundamentally change everything. So whatever you decide to say online, pro or against the agenda of what's going on, you are going to be affected. So with all of this information, roll back, have a think what's best to do. If you do need to go into any of those stores with those cameras, they should be putting pictures on the window outside the store. Whether that's going to be easily recognizable is entirely anyone's guess. If you have fears about your privacy and your concerns, wear a baseball cap, and it's usually when you enter the store. Okay, your face will be scanned. Okay, so all of that is being linked. All of us appear to be monitored, and as preppers, we like to sort of think about the grey man concept and not give them any tools in their arsenal against us moving forward in this projected social credit system. Okay, so do what I do if you want to. Use cash. Try not to frequent those places. If you do, wear a cap and conceal your identity, because in my opinion, and I don't know what you guys think about all of this, but it's none of their business who enters stores, what, why, when and how. Okay, so let me know in the comments what you think about all of this stuff which is coming out now, and if you want to divulge any further privately, you can always send me an email, and that email address is directly below this video, and together the more information that we can figure out about what is going on in this dystopian surveillance nightmare which is unravelling right now here in the UK. You guys take care, thanks for watching, and stay funky.